Here's a report in on the Owens River and Hot Creek from Fred Rowe of Sierra Bright Dot.
Hello, I'm Fred Rowe from Sierra Bright Dot Fly Fishing Guide Service. I've been guiding, teaching, writing, and lecturing in the Eastern Sierras since 1982. Well, let's get to this week's fly fishing report. Weather in the wintertime is always a big issue. We've got some storms coming through, slowing things down a little bit, but I think we're going to be back into a warming trend here real quick, even though we can use all the water we can get, because right now we're actually in a drought situation. Well, let's get to the upper Owens River. Snow's starting to melt, access is getting easier. Can't drive in yet, but you can still walk in, and there's a lot of bare spots, and there's a lot of packed down snow, making it easy to get in there. What we're fishing is size 12 stoner nymphs, green gold prince nymphs, and beadhead flashback cold ribbed hares there. We're fishing those in the deep pockets, the runs, and the cut banks. We're looking for the migrating fish, which I call the trophy trout. Right now, those are the rainbows coming up into the river, and those fish are hanging out, feeding in those places. Let's move over to Hot Creek. Well, guess what? The blue-wing olive hatch is starting to come out in enough numbers that the fish are starting to react to it, and it's worth carrying and fishing blue-wing olive dry flies. But the bulk of what we're doing there is fishing midges as nymphs. We're fishing tiger midges, zebra midges, and then for the pupa patterns, we're fishing Manhattan midges, and we're fishing the secret midges. And we're using those both in the interpretive site and down in the canyon section. Same thing over as in the upper Owens. Access is getting easier. There's a lot of ground showing, and you can get to both spots. Okay, let's drop down to the lower Owens River. It's fishing phenomenal. Most of last week, it was t-shirt weather out there. The blue-wing olive hatch and midges is what's providing all the action that we're using to catch the fish. The olive quildagon and the beadhead pheasant-tail are the flies we're using to imitate the blue-wing olive nymph. And for the midges, we're not using any dries, we're just nymphing with tiger midges and zebra midges. Over on the Bishop Creek Canal, one of my favorite places to fish. Water's low, really clear, fishing's tough, but we're nymph fishing in there underneath a dry fly. I'm using an Adams parachute, and we're fishing with olive quildagon and the beadhead flashback pheasant tail to imitate the blue-wing olive nymph. And then for the midges, we're using tiger midges and zebra midges. This is this week's fly fishing report, brought to you by Fred Rowe from Sierra Bright Dot Fly Fishing Guide Service. I can be found on Facebook and Instagram.
Thanks a lot for the information from Fred Rowe at Sierra Bright Dot on the Owens River and Hot Creek. Fred guides in the Eastern Sierra, and if you want to be put in touch with him, let us know and we'll put you in contact, and we'll see you next time right here on the Backcast.